Hello, it's Bracer, another video, and today I'm going to do the Wrestlemania Quarantine Edition reactions. And yeah, I have not checked out. I have not checked out day 1 or day 2, so I am going to react to both of those days in this video. So yeah, I definitely need to do this considering I am super late on these reactions because it's Monday, and yeah, because it's Monday, and so I'm gonna do these reactions. But first, of course, as always, I am going to do the predictions first for the shit ton of matches that they have on the card. I mean, just the matches they have on the card, the number of matches they have on the card is just fucking ridiculous. But that I guess that's why they made WrestleMania too big for one night, which is the thing they've been saying for fucking weeks now, and it got so aggravating just listening to the same audio over and over again. Like that's really gonna make a difference considering it's an empty arena, but at least with the empty crowd, they have a chance at like they can use it to their advantages, like other reviewers of WWE shows have said. And especially with the John Cena Fiend match and the Undertaker AJ Styles match, which are two of the matches that I am most excited about, as well as the Edge and Randy Orton Last Man Standing match, obviously, and then the Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar match. Now, I don't know how, but I have been able to avoid spoilers on all of these matches. Oh, actually, for the most part, actually. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do these predictions first, and then we're gonna get to the reactions. And I am super excited about this, and it is gonna be very, very interesting to see how these matches will play out without a crowd. Hopefully, they're not gonna be boring as shit, but that's what we're gonna find out. But anyway, I decided to use this absolutely amazing picture right here for the start of this video. But now we are going to get into the entire match card and predict all of these matches. So first, we have Rhea Ripley defending the NXT Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. Now in this match, I could really see both of them winning. However, I'm going to give the edge to Charlotte on this one because I feel like WWE really want to put the title on Flair and like put her in the NXT Women's division, especially since if she... Yeah, that would make the most sense, considering if she lost the match, could she really even do anything else on the main roster? Because, she pretty much faced all the other women on the main roster, so I guess there would be nothing left for her to do. So yeah, I'm definitely giving to Charlotte on this one, although I would have preferred Ripley retaining, but, whatever, what are you gonna do? It's Charlotte Flair, she wins all the titles, so you can't really be surprised by that one. Anyway... I think Charlotte's definitely gonna retain that one. Fucking go down! Oh my god, stop it! Are you fucking serious? Come on! What the fuck?
Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Oh, come on!
Okay, good. Alright. Sorry about the little outburst there, but it wasn't fucking doing anything, so I got a little aggravated right there. And then we got the Otis and Dolph Ziggler match, which is actually another, feud that I have absolutely loved on SmackDown, and this is a match I wanted to see on the WrestleMania card because it's very, very interesting, and I'm glad that they're like giving a singles match to Otis because if this whole rivalry wouldn't happen, I would definitely predict that if Otis wasn't in this rivalry with Ziggler, then Heavy Machinery would most likely be competing for the SmackDown Tag Team titles at WrestleMania. But I'm glad that Otis has his own chance in them, or Heavy Machinery both have their chances as far as like singles matches go, because Tucker competed obviously this past Friday night on SmackDown with Dolph Ziggler, and I absolutely loved the twists they gave on the rivalry on Friday. Like we had these yeah, exactly, we had these, would you even say the like vignettes, or I don't know what you would call them exactly, but they're talking about how the truth would be heard for many, many weeks now, and to be honest, I really thought it was going to be the return of Mustafa Ali, but apparently it was just a build-up to the reveal of Sonya Deville having been the one to sabotage Otis's date on Valentine's Day, which isn't really that surprising. Like, my dad saw it coming from a mile away, but I didn't even think about that when I didn't even think about that when I was watching it. Like, I watched I was watching the thing, I was like, oh, wow, really? And then later I was just thinking, in my head, are you fucking stupid? I mean, what other twists could they have put on this? But anyway, yeah. So I have really enjoyed this rivalry, and hopefully it will culminate in a way that pays off for the for all the fans that were watching this whole rivalry. And I'm hoping that this rivalry ends at WrestleMania. since that would make the most sense. But anyway, it seems as if Mandy Rose and Otis are going to be in a relationship now. It seems at least that way, and so it makes sense that Otis would win this match over Dolph Ziggler, which is my prediction. And I definitely think that they're gonna want the good guy winning here, cause who really wants the fucking arrogant jackass to be the one to win this match? Plus, even if he won, he probably wouldn't get Mandy anyway because of what's been happening, but you never know. But I am going with Otis in this one, and I am definitely thinking that he's going to win. Let's skip that. And then we have the Kabuki Warriors, who have been the champions for... Oh my god, they've been the champions for so long now. When did they win the titles? They won them at, was it SummerSlam last year? I don't think it was SummerSlam last year, but then again, I'm not sure. It might have been. Oh, no. It's right. It was Clash of Champions last year that they won the titles. And they've only defended them like a couple times after that. That definitely tells you that WWE have not just do not have any idea of how to run the women's tag team division, which makes sense considering there's not very many women in the division to begin with, which is why they had to bring in a couple NXT women to have a couple of women's title matches, like Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler, obviously. Which I am totally fine with, because it makes WrestleMania all that more interesting, especially since the matches that even Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair were involved in are way more interesting than the main event they had last year with Ronda Rousey. And yeah, we ended up watching that whole match when it was playing on Raw, because obviously all Raw, SmackDown, and NXT have been showing just constant replays of some of their other matches, like with the crowds and all that, which totally makes sense, because to be honest, those matches are definitely better than the matches you get on the shows themselves. And I know some people don't like to see those replays, but I watched all of the replays of all the matches that they had, and it was just nice. It was just nice reminiscing on some of the matches that I had seen before that I could sit back and watch and say a lot of things about, like, from that time. But anyway, I am getting completely sidetracked here from what we're supposed to be doing, and that's predicting the winner of this match. And I don't know about this one, because Bliss and Cross are former women's tag team champions. This is basically like a rematch from Clash of Champions, all the way to WrestleMania, because they gotta get everyone on the card, right? And, like, the entire roster's gotta be on the card in some way. That's what it seems like, at least. Anyway, in this match, I'm gonna predict that, you know what? I'm predicting that Bliss and Cross are gonna win back the Women's Tag Team Championship in this one. I mean, it makes the most sense for this whole thing. And I could be very, very, very wrong, which I most likely am, but I am predicting that Bliss and Cross win back the Women's Tag Team titles in this one. Oh, come on. There we go. And then we have Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship, which is definitely one of the more interesting matches on the card, because I am very intrigued to see how Sami Zayn is going to wrestle in a singles match after not having wrestled for so long. Like, is he still going to have the, is he, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to have the same wrestling skills as before, even though he hasn't wrestled in a while. I'm pretty sure he's been, keeping up on that. And I'm very interested to see how Sami Zayn will do in this match, and, yeah, I think if they book it right, Zayn and Bryan could have an absolute banger of an Intercontinental Championship match. Especially since the Intercontinental Championship has definitely lost its prestige with its last two champions. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. It's lost its prestige with the last two champions. And I'm not a fan of the title change anyway, because the first one was absolutely fun. I don't know why they needed to change it. Like, it doesn't look like it would be an Intercontinental Championship now that I've looked at it and analyzed its design a couple times. And so, anyway, despite that, I think I'm going to predict that Daniel Bryan will win the Intercontinental title here and become a two-time Intercontinental Champion and actually have a lengthy run with the title. Especially since the last time he held the title, he had to relinquish it due to injury. So, I am definitely on the side of Daniel Bryan on this one, in which I think he is going to win the Intercontinental Championship. And in this case, I think Sami Zayn was just like a transitional champion for WrestleMania. So Daniel Bryan can get his big moment with the Intercontinental title. And then a match I could give two shits about. Elias versus King Corbin. Now, I wouldn't say love Elias, but I absolutely appreciate, Elias's gimmick now. Like, I, absolutely appreciate his face right as of now, because he's been an absolute savage towards, most of the, SmackDown roster. And then you got King Corbin, who I do not, like, I could care less about. But, and then so you putting these two together, that's not going to be a match I'm really excited about. But I am going to predict, I don't know actually about this one. I think in this one I'm going to go with Elias, because remember King Corbin had knocked him off the stage on SmackDown. It was 2 weeks ago. So I think Elias might get his revenge in this one, which would make sense considering the way WWE likes to book things. But I am going to go with Elias on this one. They're going with King Corbin, but I don't have to listen to what you have to say. I'm going with Elias. That's my pick. I literally have no idea what will win this match. That's a fair assessment. Because this is one of the just absolutely fucking random matches on the card they decided to put on there for reasons. I guess just so they could get Aleister Black on the card. They needed an opponent against him. And I thought, hey, why don't we just throw in Bobby Lashley? And like, okay. Maybe they spun a wheel or something and got Bobby Lashley on the wheel. And they're like, who's going to be Aleister Black's victim at Wrestlemania? Oh, Bobby Lashley. No. Nah, I think it'll be it should be a good match, although I'm not sure. I have not cared about Bobby Lashley at all since he's returned to the WWE. He just does not have that, I don't know. He does not have that, intrigue like he used to. Like, he's just an absolutely boring superstar that WWE has mismanaged so much in his return. But I think I'm gonna go with Aleister Black in this one, because I feel, oh my god, because I still think that they are trying to build Aleister Black up, and build Aleister Black up as an unstoppable superstar. So I definitely think that Aleister Black is gonna win this one. I like how this person, Den the Geek, says, I legitimately have no idea who will win this match, and then says, but I'm gonna guess Lashley. Like, he has no analysis for whatsoever, because it just completely came out of nowhere. Like, there was no build up to the match whatsoever. It's just like, here you go, here's two random superstars in a match, hope you enjoy it. I seriously doubt that. Anyway, I'm predicting that Black wins this one. And then you have the Street Profits versus stand-in for the U.S. champion, Andrade, with Austin Theory from NXT, and Angel Garza also from NXT, who I guess is now on Raw. I guess maybe both Raw, NXT, and even 205 Live, because you see a lot of NXT superstars on 205 Live as well. But anyway, this one's going to be for the Raw Tag Team Championship, and I think it's pretty obvious that the Street Profits are going to retain. Number one, because they have not really held the titles that long, and number two, these are two completely random superstars who I could not see being the Raw Tag Team Champions. Like, I do not think that's going to happen. And then you have The Miz and John Morrison versus The New Day. Oh, I guess, could be in the line, and there are rumors The Miz... Really? That means the match either won't take place as advertised, or it could be scrapped altogether. I thought the Usos were in this match. Did they, like, drop out or something? Like, I haven't kept up with any. I thought that it was a triple threat match for the tag team titles in a ladder match. But, apparently there are rumors that this match could be scrapped. Like, I'd be fine with that, considering how long the show is anyway. It's not like we need this match, but, I mean, if the New Day are in the match, maybe, because maybe the Miz is pulling stuff from the show. Like I said, we'll have to watch the show in order to find out. But I am predicting that the Miz and Morrison retain here, if it's going to be like an actual match, because I think that their reign's going to continue, and I think it should continue because they have been pretty entertaining. Like, probably the most entertaining tag team on SmackDown right now. And yeah, I did see that rap video, or that diss track they made on the New Day and the Usos. It was alright. Like, the roasts weren't really that good. Like, the only one that I could consider, like, a legitimate roast was, the one about the Usos made it because their daddy was twerking. That one was actually pretty good, but, overall, that whole diss track was decent, but it did the job it needed to, which was promote the match for WrestleMania. So, it definitely did that. And it was an interesting beat. It was an interesting song and all of that, for sure. But the New Day, fuck me. But Miz and Morrison have definitely been a very, very entertaining tag team, and I have absolutely enjoyed the comedic segments that they have been in. But I'm definitely thinking Miz and Morrison will retain here, or at least they should retain. But we'll see. And then Edge versus Randy Orton. As obviously, as I said, one of the matches I am most excited about. It's had the best build to, I would say, any WrestleMania match in the past. I know that's like saying a lot, but I would say maybe even in the past decade, it's had the best build to any WrestleMania match in the past decade, maybe even ever. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too far fetched, but I have absolutely enjoyed this rivalry, obviously, between Edge and Orton, and they haven't had any matches in order to hype it up. Just with their promos have been absolutely amazing. Segments they were in were absolutely amazing. I love how both Edge and Randy Orton used a concerto heading into WrestleMania because that's a movie you wouldn't expect to see in modern day WWE, especially with its PG-13 rating. But they brought it back for this rivalry, which it definitely needed because obviously Edge and Orton weren't hesitating to use the chair, weren't hesitating to use the concerto when they were a tag team back in 2008, I think it was 2008, 2009, something like that. Anyway, in this match, I am going to say that they're going to give the win to Edge here because they want him to have a nice return match for WrestleMania and get the win over Randy Orton. Who knows? Maybe they might even continue this rivalry, which I'd be fine with. But, yeah, but no matter what happens, I am absolutely intrigued to see what will be the fallout of this whole last man standing match. But I definitely think that Edge is going to win this one, for sure. And then we have The Undertaker versus AJ Styles in a Boneyard match. And this is one of the matches that's most likely going to be is most likely going to have some theatrical moments in it. Like, they're going to use the empty arena to their advantage, and maybe even bring out multiple versions of The Undertaker. We will see. But, we still don't know 100% where this Boneyard match is going to take place. But I am glad that we are getting these gimmick matches for WrestleMania because we got the Fiend and Cena, and then this one in a Boneyard match. And in this match, oh yeah, I would agree that Styles should 100% win this match. I would book it that way. But this is WWE we're talking about, and I'm not predicting, and I'm not saying how I would book it. I'm just trying to predict how WWE would book it. I mean, they could give it to AJ Styles, but I don't know if they're really gonna do that. Like, to be honest, I think they're gonna go with the Undertaker on this one because he's won the past few years. Oh my god, I'm botching all over the place here. But anyway, I would say that the Undertaker win this one, but I hope I'm wrong. I mean, if he does win, it's not a big deal because AJ Styles hasn't really been exciting, except for in this rivalry. This is the best I have seen AJ Styles in quite a while. Ever since he's joined the OC, actually, this is the best I've seen of AJ Styles. And their build to the match has been amazing as well, I thought. Like, breaking the fourth wall by mentioning each other's names and all that. I absolutely enjoyed that. But I feel like, I love that. But Vince McMahon does Vince McMahon things. Styles has been berating Undertaker every week in its Undertaker's match. So I definitely think that the Undertaker is going to win this one for sure. And then we got Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. This match could go either way, but I really think that because they were mentioning the WrestleMania moments, that Kevin Owens is going to get his moment in this match. I don't know how this match is going to play out, but I am very interested in this one, although not as much as obviously the other matches. But anyway, I am predicting that Kevin Owens wins this one over Seth Rollins. And then we got John Cena versus Bray Wyatt or The Fiend in a Firefly Funhouse match. This is another one of the matches I am absolutely excited about. And it's had a really nice build-up itself. Not as good as the Edge and Randy Orton match, obviously, but it's still a really good build-up nonetheless. To be honest, probably the best rivalry on SmackDown. Yeah, I would say the best rivalry on SmackDown, although you could argue Otis and Ziggler is the better rivalry. I really don't know for sure, to be honest. I don't know which one is the better rivalry, but I am absolutely excited about this one. I really want to see how they're going to use the Firefly Funhouse to their advantage here in this match and see what kind of hijinks ensue in this kind of match. But I am going to predict that Bray Wyatt is going to win this like he needs to because the Fiend got absolutely destroyed at Super Showdown and that almost ruined his entire reputation. I would say it actually ruined the reputation of him from a lot of fans, but I personally believe that he's not absolutely buried. However, if he did lose the scene in this match, he would be, which is why Bray Wyatt really, really, really needs to win this one. Plus, I'm pretty sure John Cena would want to put Bray Wyatt over anyway. He's just pretending, kayfabe wise, he wants to bury him. But in real life, I really don't think he cares. He doesn't want to do that because I'm pretty sure he's legitimately concerned about not putting people over. So I would definitely say that Bray Wyatt's going to win this one. Oh yeah, and I would say the best moment of this rivalry was this past Friday night. Like, I don't know how many people are gonna talk about it. I don't know how much they're gonna talk about it, but that whole thing they did there with having the Fiend on the stage and then the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt in the ring, that was absolutely amazing. I wasn't expecting that at all, and that just shows the production value that WWE has. Like it can when it tries, it can use its production value to achieve so many great things, and they've done that kind of. It reminds me of the stuff they did back in from the 2000s, especially with the Undertaker Randy Orton rivalry back in the day, where Randy Orton would see the Undertaker everywhere and become super paranoid and just constantly hallucinating. That's what it reminds me of. Although, and it makes sense because that's Bray Wyatt. Because Bray Wyatt's supposed to be this or at least the Fiend is supposed to be. Actually, I would say both Bray Wyatt and the Fiend are supposed to be these supernatural characters, and obviously they're still, but combined, they're still my favorite superstars of right now. But I definitely think Bray Wyatt should win this one, especially since this is a match. This is a match of his specialty. Maybe actually, we don't even know how this match is going to turn out. We don't know the rules or anything, but we're going to see how that goes. Bray Wyatt definitely needs to win though to build back his momentum. And then we got Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship match. This is another rivalry that has been alright, I guess. Becky Lynch hasn't really been that exciting for a number of months now. She hasn't had any exciting rivalries or anything like that. Her matches have been decent. Like, they're not bad. They're just decent. And yeah, her main character has definitely died down. And I would say, in order to make things interesting, I would say that Shayna Baszler needs to win the Raw Women's title in this one. However, I could see them keeping the title on Lynch. But this is actually very interesting because it's been a full year that Becky Lynch has been the Raw Women's Champion. So that's also kind of why I say that she needs to lose the title because she's held it for so long. I feel like that's what's going to happen. But we'll see. We will see. I don't know if they're ready to put Shayna Baszler on the main roster or not. But I'm going to predict Baszler anyway, in the hopes that I'm right. We are going to see, though. And then we have the Women's Elimination Match, the Fatal 5-Way, between Bayley, Lacey Evans, Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Tamina. Now, there really is only one woman I would want to win this match. That's Sasha Banks, because I feel like she absolutely needs it since she's returned, and she's never won the SmackDown Women's Championship, so I feel like this is a match that she should win. I was just looking down here. This has the potential to be an absolute mess. You are not wrong there. You are not wrong. This is most likely going to be a hot mess, but I definitely think that in this hot mess, Sasha Banks should win the SmackDown Women's Championship, so I'm predicting that Sasha wins, and she's going to turn on Bayley. That's what I'm predicting. No shit. Telling us something we all agree with, that obviously he shouldn't have won, but what can you do? That's just WWE for you. Still booking these part-timers and giving them championship reigns for whatever fucking reason. But anyway, we got Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. Strowman obviously being the substitute for Roman Reigns, because they really wanted to give us that Roman Reigns Universal title reign, but because of the coronavirus, yes, I said it, and I predict I'm not going to get demonetized for it either. It better not happen. Anyway, they obviously want to put the title on Roman Reigns, but they're definitely not going to have Goldberg resume the reign until Reigns takes it from him. It's obvious that Strowman's going to win this one, and that, at least to me, it's obvious that Strowman's going to win the Universal title so he can have his big moment, even though it should have come 2 years. Yeah, it should have come 2 years, actually, maybe even 3 years ago. No, I would say 2 years ago at the Royal Rumble. I feel like the 2018 Royal Rumble is the moment that Strowman should have won the Universal Championship. What can you do? Again. But, I definitely think that they're going to give the title to Strowman in this one, and then Reigns is going to be the one to take it from Strowman at whatever date, probably SummerSlam. I feel like they're going to do it then. But anyway, Strowman's definitely going to win this one. That's what I'm predicting. And I believe that's, obviously not all the matches, because I knew this one was happening. Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, and this has got to be Drew McIntyre's moment. There's no way it would be Drew McIntyre, right? Like, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Also, I'm pretty sure Brock would be more than happy to put over McIntyre as the next big star, and McIntyre absolutely deserves it after working his ass off to get back to WWE, working his ass off in the Indies and FCW and all of that, and TNA. So yeah, Drew McIntyre is definitely winning the WWE. Oh my god, cat just fucking barged in here. Anyway, Drew McIntyre is definitely going to be the one to take the WWE Championship from Brock Lesnar. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the end. That is the end of all of the matches, except for the ones on the pre-show, which I will probably not watch. Like, why you wouldn't want to see those, right? Like, I'm not going to do the pre-show matches. I might watch them on my own time, but I'm not going to react to them on here. I'm just going to do the matches that we get on day 1 and day 2 of the actual show of WrestleMania. So without further ado, because I've been fucking going on for 30 minutes now, we are gonna go ahead and get into the reaction. Let's do this shit. Let's fucking go. WrestleMania time, baby. Let's see how